I did a little research on the topic of green and found on the EPA site, the Environmental Protection Agency website at epa.gov, that it mentions that buildings account for, and these are just a few statistics supporting what you're saying about this trend, 39% of energy use is buildings. You think it would be hot, it'd be lower than that it would have been more cars and manufacturing. 68% of electricity consumption is by buildings, and 38% of carbon dioxide emissions is buildings. I would have guessed that cars and vehicles were 90%, and that would have only been 10%. But in addition to those areas or facets of the green topic, a green building also means other things beside energy efficiency and reducing carbon dioxide emissions, right?
Well, sure.
It's also
a lot has to do
waste reduction and
with the building materials used that would include windows, it would include HVAC systems, it would include roofing materials, the building materials themselves, and what those materials have been made from.
I see.
In terms of reducing energy consumption. So you may get a lot of synthetic materials, or you may get a lot of natural materials, but it's getting that right blend to qualify then for this LEED standard that has been developed by the U.S. Green Buildings Council.
I see. So a building that might ordinarily involve, let's say, well, there probably isn't that much wood construction of office buildings, but that might involve, say, a lot of structural steel and glass that would be high in energy usage to make that.
But not necessarily.
Oh, not necessarily.
Not
okay.
necessarily, right.
I was going to say compare that with perhaps concrete, which there's less possible energy usage to develop the concrete for the
But then there are other environmental negatives with the use of concrete as well.
Right.
So I think what it is, and I'm no LEED expert. It's just something, when you talked about earlier, the trends, it's something that I have embraced as a layman, and applying that to not just the work that I do in real estate, but also in the writing that I do for the column I write for the New York Real Estate Journal every month, and also taking those ideas and concepts to my clients who hire me for the communication services that I provide. And I've used those skills and that experience and have applied that to the real estate. So when somebody hires me as a real estate agent, I use all my experience as a communications consultant and a marketing person in terms of positioning this building. And I'm hoping down the road that I will be able to use the expertise that I'm slowly developing
I see.
in green and in recycling and introducing those concepts to buyers, sellers, builders, etc.
I see.